Welcome to Street Sense, where I share with you uncommon wisdom tips to help you succeed in your finances, career, business, and relationships. My name is Maxwell Mensah. You can call me Talent Man. Today I'm sharing with you 7 signs you have low self-esteem. 7 signs you have low self-esteem. But before I get into it, I want to urge you, if you are new here and if you're an old viewer, kindly subscribe to my channel now, like this video, leave a comment for me, and share this video so others can benefit from my channel as well. So let's get into it. The first sign is when you feel unworthy. When you feel unworthy, so you stay in unfulfilling relationships and friendships. When you feel unworthy, when you feel that you don't amount to much, you feel that, Charlie, the way I am, nobody will love me, nobody will accept me for who I am, nobody will appreciate me for anything, nobody will see anything good in me. So when I happen to have a friend, or when I happen to have a boyfriend or a girlfriend, no matter how unhealthy the friendship is or the relationship is, I am too scared to move away, because when I move away from these people, probably I may not get a new friend, or I may not get a new boyfriend or a new girlfriend. So even though it is an unhealthy relationship or an unhealthy friendship, I can't go anywhere. It looks like I'm tied, even though no one is tying me down. It looks like I am tied down because I feel unworthy, so I can't move away from their presence, because they are the only people who at least some way, somehow, once in a while, make me feel accepted or worthy. So when you realize that you feel unworthy, and so you continue to stay in relationships and friendships that are unhealthy, it is a clear sign that you have low self-esteem. Secondly, if you feel others will not accept the real you, so you always pretend, then you have low self-esteem. If you feel that people will not accept you for who you really are, so you always have to put up appearances just to fit in with people, you have a low self-esteem. You need to be able to feel free and be you. Be you, but of course, be a sensible part of you. Make sure you put your best foot forward, and make sure you become a better you, so you don't become a nuisance in the company of other people. But then no matter what, learn to be the real you. I mean, don't try to be like other people. Look, the only person who can be you is you. The only person who can be you is you. And you are the best person who is fit to be you. So stop trying to be like other people. Stop trying to pretend or fake your lifestyle or fake who you are. Be you. Be you. But of course, when there are some negative traits you have that you know, it's not healthy, and other people have told you before, learn to change from such unhealthy habits you have so you can be a better person. But definitely be you in all situations. Next, when you apologize for everything, even when you are not at fault. If you realize that you are always apologizing for everything, when you are with people, you are always apologizing. When you say something, you apologize. When you do something, you apologize. Even when you are not at fault, you are apologizing. It is a sign you have low self-esteem. It is a sign you have low self-esteem. So you are unable to stand for yourself and communicate clearly what it is you want to communicate. And you are unable to stand by your words and say, yes, I said this thing, I believe this is what it's supposed to be, and this is what I say, and I'm not apologizing for what I've said. Unless, of course, you've hurt somebody's feelings and then you know it was wrong, then you have to apologize. But where you know where you are saying is the right thing that has to be said, and you always apologize for everything you say, everything you do, even when somebody's at fault, you go and apologize. Sometimes you have been a good friend, yes, but it is also turned out to be that you have low self-esteem. So because you don't want people to disagree with you, you don't want people to cut you off, you are apologizing and trying to always make amends just so you can keep relationships going. It is a sign you have low self-esteem. The next sign is when you are indecisive. And this one is a very serious one. If you are indecisive, it is a sign you have low self-esteem. If you are indecisive, people are so indecisive, they can't even decide what to eat for themselves. They can't even decide what clothes to wear to a particular program. They can't decide what kind of shoes to wear. Anything they want to do, they need to get validation from people. They need to ask people for their opinion before they can make decisions. I'm not saying it's wrong to ask for people's opinion. Of course, we all do it once in a while. But it shouldn't be that ask for you all the time. Anything you want to do, you need to get approval from people. You need to get people's opinion first. You need to get other people's decision before you decide. No. It shouldn't be the same. It shouldn't be like that all the time. Once in a while, you are allowed to do it. You are human. You need to get other people's feedback. But if it becomes that as for you, everything, you need to get other people's input, and you are never decisive for yourself, it is a sign you have low self-esteem, because people who have low self-esteem fear decision making. They fear to decide, because when they decide and the thing goes southward. Probably, I mean, it may bring an embarrassment, it may bring shame, it may bring embarrassment. And because they don't want that kind of embarrassment or that kind of shame, they don't want to decide or take the decision so that they prevent the outcome. You get it? So if you're someone who is indecisive and you allow others to decide for you all the time or most of the time, you have low self-esteem. The next sign is when you take constructive criticism as hate. When you take constructive criticism as hate. So you are someone, anytime somebody tries to criticize you or give you some ideas as to how to do some things better, you take it as though the person hates you. Anytime someone tries to advise you, you take it as hate. And the person doesn't like me. He doesn't. Anything I do, they are trying to criticize me, trying to correct me, and so they hate me. No. It is also wrong when someone is criticizing you all the time. So if there's someone in your life who is always criticizing you, anything you do, be a critic. That one, then it's not you who is at fault. It's the person who is at fault because the person keeps finding fault with everything you do. Then that is a wrong criticism. That one is a negative criticism that you shouldn't even be paying attention to. But it is somebody who gives you constructive criticism once in a while, then you should take it seriously. Don't take every constructive criticism as hatred. Not everyone hates you. Charlie, calm down a bit, my guy. Not everyone hates you. Some people are rooting for you. They want you to succeed in life, and so they will constantly or once in a while be criticizing you just to make you better. It doesn't mean they hate you. Next is when you fear making contributions when you're in a group, and it's just like the one who is indecisive. When you fear making contributions, so you're in a group of people and probably have 5 or 6 or even 2 or 3, and you fear speaking your mind because you feel as though when you speak your mind, your ideas will not be taken, your opinions will not be respected, and so you don't want to contribute anything because whatever you say, people rubbish your ideas, they'll rubbish your opinions. So you are better off keeping quiet and saying yeah to everybody else's ideas. If you are someone like that, if you're someone like that, it is a clear sign you have low self-esteem. So when you're in a group, don't try to impose your ideas on everyone. So anything you say, everyone should take, but at least make sure that you are contributing and then you are being effective in your communication, such that once in a while you say things that, oh wow, this guy he's intelligent, he's smart, his ideas are worth it. Let's try his ideas, let's try his opinions. But if you all the time you are scared to make contributions because hey, you know that when you say something, people will disagree with you. When they disagree with you, you feel bad. Then Charlie, my guy, my lady, you have low self-esteem. The last sign you have low self-esteem is when you love to isolate yourself rather than mingle with people. You love to isolate yourself. So instead of being in the midst of people, you're always alone in your room, always alone in your house. Even when you are in the midst of people, you separate yourself. You always go into hiding. So probably you go for a program and all your friends are there. You alone, you hide yourself and you go into hiding. It's like you feel uncomfortable being in the midst of people. Yes, you will say you are an introvert, you are a shy person. But most times it is because you have low self-esteem. It's not because you are an introvert. It's because you have low self-esteem. You feel you don't have what other people have. You are not as good as other people. You are not as intelligent as other people. So you feel the best way to feel good is to hide yourself so you are not forced to communicate before other people. If you have, if you believe in yourself and you know that actually I am worth it, when you are with people, you mingle, you communicate with people, you make friends, you chat with people, you vibe with them. You don't go into hiding. You don't go into hiding. I know people who come to church and they know almost everyone, but when things are being discussed or people are having a chat, you never find them that they always hide themselves secluded. It is not because you are shy. Let me say this again. When you are hiding yourself from people in public, it's not because you are shy. Normally, it's not because you are shy. It is normally because you have low self-esteem. Take note. It is not because you have low self-esteem. Because if you don't have low self-esteem, you should be able to mingle with people easily, especially people you know and they know you. You should be able to hang out with them, chat with them, and vibe with them, and be able to flow with them. So thank you so much for watching this episode of Street Sense with me, Maxwell Mensah. If you are yet to subscribe, kindly subscribe now, and I will see you on the next episode.